All right, so we're back another day, ladies and gentlemen. Kiwi is first, right after Mary Kate. Mary Kate, I'm not too sure about that KBO pick. That is, I just, yeah, I just don't have a lot of faith in that offense. I don't have, obviously, Chirinos has struggled a little bit on offense, but, or this year is pitching, but. All right, here we go. That is outside ball one, and we are underway. And the 1-0 is going to be a single into center field, and Hong Chong Gi is on base early. No, I don't think so. Brings up Shinmin J is they've gotten kind of a back up to the top of the lineup. I added another goal up there. I don't know actually what it means. That's a swing and a miss, and it's 0-1. I wonder if that's total or if it's a not. Yeah, hopefully it's that total. All right, the 0-1 pitch to Junmin or Shinmin J, and that's in there for a strike. And 1-2. Runner on first. Pitcher's thrown at 2 pitches. Why not bunts? I mean, that's really the best possible thing you could do. All right, the 0-2 is into the dirt. 1-2. 10. Chip. All right, the 1-2 pitch. And that's low, 2-2. Beach City's got to stick together. I thought they're getting rid of the north and south, though, Arpo. All right, the 2-2 pitch now. Misses way outside, goes from 0-2 to 3-2, and we've got our first full count of the day. It took 2 batters to get there. Very late March, early April feeling with the temperature. The 3-2 is going to be a ground ball. Throws the ooh, what a play by the second baseman. Underhand toss to the shortstop. Gets it and then throws for a 2 away. For a 6-3 double play. Didn't think he got him over there at second. He was going. Underhand toss just barely gets him and just barely gets the Shinmin J over at first base. And that eliminates your base runners and brings up Mr. Austin Dean. Swing and a miss as that sweeper breaks off hard. Man, no. Swing and a miss. Yeah, I'm trying to see if that user count is total or the most, the highest percentage. Because if it's the highest percentage or highest amount, definitely 1,000 is not going to happen. That's going to be a ground ball. Third baseman picks it up. throws across, and that will be three away. A leadoff single, but a ground into double play after, and that's is it on just the 10 pitches for Nail. We'll go to the bottom of the first. Still don't have any music for Kia, unfortunately. KT already up, Kim Hyun Soo. Solo shot. You heard it from Arpo. All right. Different lineup once again. Park Jong-woo in left field instead of Park Jae-hyun, who ended up uh, hitting the 2-run shot the last time I streamed a Kia game. Arpo just cheering for KT just because he's a Samsung fan and he knows every time he cheers for his team, they lose. All right, here we go. Should be back. The top of the lineup, obviously up. A very different look here in Chirino's out on the mound. We'll see what he has. 6.57 ERA is not ideal from your ace, but we'll see what he can put together. He's still averaging over 5 innings, or actually, he's averaging just under, just over 4. What are you talking about? He hasn't been sharp lately. He's been great lately. Yeah, I gotta change that for sure. And that is first pitch is in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Fouls that into the umpire's hand. There we go. Let's see if that changes what I wanted. Nope, that's a sorry. I was changing something that bounced into the dirt and then up into the catcher or the umpire's hand. He is not happy. He is the 1-1 into the dirt. Oh, Hirado is a regular on the old quality start train. Gave up 3 runs, 2 runs, 3 runs, 0 runs, 1 run. He's given up 9 runs in his last 5 outings, Rick Fitty. I mean, he's only how many has he given up all season? He's given up 16 runs all season. All right, it's a 2-2 pitch now for Kim Jong-woo, 385 on this season. And then he fouls away ball 3, stays 2-2. Yeah, Hanwha's pitchers love giving up the booty up in the morning. Da-da-da. Right to the 2-2 pitch once again. Chirino's trying to get off to a good start this game. As if he starts to struggle, it might be time to look at replacing him. As that is a lift up left fielder under it, and that's 1 away. Thank you, Rick Fitty. I promise I will get Kia's music uploaded this weekend. I have just been way too busy. Uh, I mean, you're watching baseball. When was the last time you had chicken? All right, to Pak Song Ju looks at the ball one inside, 1 0. 3-11 on to the season. Every time I stream a Kia game, they've got new players. 1-0 into the dirts. 2-0. Ah, yeah, then yeah, of course not. What about Don Kos? Some Don Kos or some Tong Su Yuk? The 2-0 pitch. Way up high, and it's 3-0. Handmade Pak Sangju uniform there. As the 3-0 is right down the middle for a strike, a 3-1. Already 10 pitches for Chirinos. Nail only threw 10 pitches total in his first inning. Rick Fitty, you got to be here on time. As that is going to be a ball four, and he walks him. Doesn't have to worry about hitting home runs today because the pitches aren't anywhere near the strike zone. Brings up a Kim Do Young, and not the guy that you want on the bases. McDonald's. All right, the 1-0 pitch misses up and in. 2-0. Really struggling with command here early. Versus LG. Hitting nicely. He hit another home run, Arpo. As that is in there for a strike on the outside at 2-1. Chirinos on the season, 6.57 ERA. The big thing is I mean, he's got 20 strikeouts and 24.2 innings, so it's not like he's not getting the strikeouts. He's just not throwing as hard. As that misses outside at 3-1. Walks, 13 walks in 24 innings. I hope so. I mean, again, the guy behind the plate for Lotte has got the worst caught stealing percentage in the league. As the 3-1 pitch. That's going to be a ground ball, a liner right to the second base. And that will be out number 2. Thought it was going to hit the ground, but Shinmin J was going to the ground to get it. 2 away now. Three more to have 1,000 extra base hits. I mean, he leads the he's the all-time doubles leader. So Nasung Bom looks at the ball one up high, 1-0. Nasung Bomb, 264 on the season, 7 homers. Always a threat to deposit one in the outfield or swing and miss and let it go right into the catcher's mitt. And the 1-0 is a foul away. 1-1. I thought I had Kia's music originally, but I might have deleted it. Na 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 na. Another 1-1 pitch. Lays off of it. It's low at 2-1. That's the way it goes, Rick. That's the way it goes. All right, the 2-1 pitch. Sets up on the inside, just at the belt. He misses badly, but he fouls it away, 2-2. Mary Kate's got her big parlay going. She needs a Kia victory. Rick, who do you have? You just talk about the Samsung pick? The 2-2 pitch. 20 pitches already for Chirinos. Here we go. Fouled off. So, Rick, does that mean if you bet 100, you win 145? All right, it's a 2-2 pitch. Sets up on the inside again, right at the belt again. And he catches him looking. The first strikeout of the day for either guy as Chirinos gives up a walk, but gets the next two batters, and we will go to the second inning. So bet 145 and you can win 245. I never understand that. I just want to know how much I win if I bet 100. Yeah. Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da. Da-na-na-na-na. Yeah, Jajangmyeon, hopefully you got some I hope you got Mandu with that Gun Mandu. You can't have Jajangmyeon without Gun Mandu. Right, Moon Jung Bin steps in. Ah, but it's so much better. You can't have Tang Soo like you can't have Jajangmyeon without Tang Soo-yuk and Gun Mandu. All right, Moon Jung Bin fouls the first pitch off, and it's 0-1. That one is lifted up. Second baseman. Now the shortstop calls him off. Good job there. Some fundamentals, ladies and gentlemen. Seeing some fundamentals there. That makes no sense, Harry. None at all. All right, it brings up the number 5 hitter, OG1. And it's 0-1. Cheyenne Song is back, Arpo? Last 5 games hitting a very robust 71. 1-1 is misses low. 2-1. Yeah. There's the man. Was wondering if you were coming. All right, the 2-1 pitch. Lifts that one up. A center fielder goes back a few steps under it. And that's 2 away. Arpo is still upset about that from last year. All right, the Kiwis' favorites player coming up. All right, the 0-1 pitch sets up high, and he pops him up. A shortstop underneath it. And that's a 3-away. 3 up, 3 down. First 1, 2, 3 inning of the day, and we will go to the bottom of the second. 0. Spoltibi Prime. I think he threw 8 pitches there. Pretty good starts for Nail, and 19 pitches through 2 innings versus Chirinos, I think, through 22. Yeah. How many people are watching? Just you just got 2 of you? So elsewhere around, it's nice to finally have other games playing so that I can update. Doosan is up 1-0. Doosan is the one team that I think I would take today. KT up early 1-0 also. And they got 1 in the first inning, and now they've got another runner on first. 3 hits already for KT. Can Kium have another walk-off tonight? So that is the biggest question. 2 straight walk-offs for Kium and Kim Ung-bin. Can he get a third one? Those bullpens are beat up. He is rearing back then, Arpo. Normally, he's only like a 143, 144 guy. Back bottom of the second inning. Kim Sun-bin will lead things off. That is in there for a strike. 0-1. 0 for 6. This is the 7th time they've gone to a game. LG has won all 6. As that's misses, and it's 1-1. Oops, I forgot my lineup a little backwards here. As that is going to be a slow roller to the third baseman, grabs it, throws, and that's going to be 1 away. Kim Sun-bin is the number 5 hitter, not Adeline. I have it right on my my paper, but not here. Get to that change and fix for Adeline coming up now. All right, 1 away for Adeline. Misses inside. Mr. All or Nothing, ladies and gentlemen. 240 on the season, 12 home runs. 5 of them have been home runs. That's a broken bat, but will be foul. Yeah, I called QM yesterday. I knew it. I knew it was going to be raining anyway, so I never even bothered to. I didn't even pick a different game. That's the game I picked. What happened, Kiwi? I thought you said that Jung Ju was pitching well. Jungmin Jae, that's his second home run. He hit one. He hit a 2-run shot against Hanwha on Tuesday also. The 1-1 is going to be a ground ball. The shortstop picks it up, though, throws across, and that's 2 away. Brings up the number 7. 2-run shot again. 7, it's all because you have him on your fantasy team. He's performing for you. Why? You got 7 in middle infielders. And that's in there for a strike. Oh, I thought you did. Kim O-ryung steps in. 294 on the season. 0-1 pitch coming up now. And that's in there for a strike. 0-2. And into the dirt. So right-handed batter, right-handed pitcher, and the 0-2 is nowhere near. Well, number 16, I have a feeling is his final year in Dejan. The 1-2 pitch lays off of it. 2-2. Try to get him to chase on that sweeper. But it was foul. Ah. All right, it's a 2-2 pitch. Bottom of the seconds. Swing and a miss, and another strikeout. Second strikeout of the day for Chirinos. And another 1-2-3 inning. We will go to the third inning. 0-0.
Thank you for the recommendation, Donoff 2000.
Thank you, Donna. Uh-oh, Arpo. We are going to have ourselves the pitching duel that we all deserve. A pitching... Thanks, Arpo. Did it hit off the top or something? Somebody stick their hand out? Same starts, right? Uh-oh. Did it go over? I mean, if it hits the orange... What's up, Ronan? Wells? I don't know. I wasn't able to really watch that game. Because I had the Hanwha Lotte game on Tuesday, so I wasn't able to watch much. All right, so Pak Dong-won will lead things off. It is the third inning, not the fourth. Get that fixed back for you guys. That's weird. That's going to be ripped, but it's foul. Almost takes out his third base coach. Hold on.
Thank you for the recommendation, Erasmus.
Thank you, Rasmus. As the 0-1 into the dirt, so 1-1. 223 on the season for Pak Dong Wan is still in the third inning. He is hitting 600. The 1-1 pitch. That's going to be rolled over. The third baseman will scoop it up, throws on the run, and that's going to be one away on the play by Kim Do Young. Well, luckily, Arpo, your Korean ace is practicing with the gurus, so you know he's about to just really take off in ability. It's low. 1-0. Song Chani averaged down to 264 now. It's slowly been falling. Swing and a miss, so 1-1. Always happens, Rick. You're getting all greedy. All right, enjoy work, Stefan. Swing and a miss. That's his catches I'm looking. Just catches the outside. First strikeout of the day for Nails, and 2 away. That's weird. And a big swing and a miss there from Lee Young Min. And there we go. First one down. 30 viewers is what I was aiming for at one time. That is going to be into left field. And that'll be another single second hit of the day for LG. This one from the number 9 hitter. And they've got a runner on first with 2 outs. All right, it's top of the lineup. Back up, a Hong Chang-gi. A swing and a miss as the ball was already in the catcher's glove. And the 0-1 pitch. That is going to be a slow roller. The shortstop picks it up, throws across, and that will be a 6-3 putouts. Another single, but another O after the game, after the hits. We will go to the bottom of the third. It's 0-0. Dun, dun. Hale pitching fairly well. I haven't heard anything yet, but I've got faith. It's just a matter of time. Probably going to take me at least 2 seasons of walking every day. But we'll get there. I just need everybody to comment and to tag their teams. Obviously, completely understand if certain people like yourself aren't allowed to tag their favorite teams. But consistency, consistency, consistency. Last night was a tough one. Last night was real tough. Uh, all the rain. I can't. So if I have my umbrella, I can't walk my normal routes, the walking route. So I have two routes. One is a running route that is like 5.3 kilometers. And the other one is a walking route that I do loops on. And then when I come back, I get back at my house just over 5 kilometers. The walking route, though, has trees and stuff that hit my umbrella. And so I had to just like basically just went walking everywhere last night. It'll happen. I'm not expecting a job. Again, I didn't say I was very specific. I didn't say until somebody hires me. I just want an interview. That's all I want. All right, 891 hitters coming up for Kia here. Yeah, they have not been very good at all, Ronan. That well, they've had obviously they have a lot of troubles. Chirinos has not pitched well at all. Uh, so the fact that one, he hasn't pitched well whenever he's supposed to be the ace. They've also lost their closer. Tolhurst has had a couple bad outings. Kimte Goon 462 in his last 5 games. Two zero misses outside 3-0. He did walk Pak Song Jun in the first inning. Here we go, the 3-0 pitch right down the middle, 3-1. All right, the
Thank you for the
3-1.
recommendation, Jet Set
He hits
2737.
him. Welcome, Jet Sets. Welcome, oh, welcome. That is a hit by pitch. Puts another runner on. This is the second base runner they've had. None via the hits, just the hit by pitch. We need a James Nail starting versus Hanwha game so we can get Nail and Jet Set in here together. All right, we got a runner on first, nobody out. You know what it's time for, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. That's the bunts right back to the pitcher. And that'll be a throw over to first base. And that will be a sacrifice bunts. 1-3 on the putouts. Luckily, you just hit a guy on a 3-1 count, and then so you bunt. Excellent decision. Excellent, excellent decision, ladies and gentlemen. Best decision of the game so far. Shows they really want to win. All right, here we go. That's going to be a grounded foul. 0-1. Park Jung-woo, 0 for 1 on the day. Yeah, he's in the 3 spot. He's in the 3 spot. He grounded into a 5-3 putouts. And now the 0-1 pitch in there for a strike at the bottom of the zone, and it's 0-2. He'll be up second in the top of the 4th inning. Of course. I mean, there's good reason for it. I mean, one, he played for the Cardinals. That's going to be a ground ball. The second baseman grabs it to throw to first, and might have been in time, and I don't know. It did move the runner over to third base. I think they got him at first base. That's a first baseman there. The first baseman, Moon Jung Bin, went to go get it, let it go past, and then quickly hurried back over. That just did get him, though. And that's a 2 away now. Brings up the number 2 hitter. That almost could have been real bad. As that is Mrs. Low, 1-0. Shinmin J able to get it. Good awareness there by Moon Jung Bin. Shinmin J probably could have gotten rid of it a little bit sooner. Well, that is good. Welcome, Declob, or Doc Lob. We're going to call you Doc Lob. I feel like Doc Lob is a baseball fan, or not a baseball fan, probably a baseball fan, but I feel like Doc Lob is a basketball fan. Mary Kate's is praying for 2 things: a Kia victory and lots of cheerleader action. All right, the 1-1 pitch to Pak Song Jun. That's in there for a strike on the outside. And 1-2. 45 pitches now for Chirinos. He has looked better so far, I will say that. As the 1-2 is fouled away. For those of you guys watching in SOOP, please make sure you hit the up button, the thumbs up button. That is called an upper recommendation. It's very important. It actually puts the stream out onto the main page. That's one of the goals is 10 of them per game. As the 1-2 pitch, they're going to go up high. That is up high at 2-2. Doc Lob, how are you? Why are you a James Nail fan for years? Mr. Nail 40 would like to know. All right, the 2-2 pitch. That catches him looking, and another strikeout. He has ended all 3 innings with a strikeout. He's only got 3. That will be 3 away, and we know what that means, right, ladies and gentlemen?
Thank you for the recommendation, Sudude808.
Thank you, Sudu. Sodu, I think, right? I think you upped a video on demand earlier
땡크
today.
유포 더 레커멘데이션 내일 40.
There we go. I love it when they do it in the Korean. Yeah, Sato, you upped the Lotte and Hanwha game earlier. Thank you for that. That also is super important. Even if you up a regular game like a live stream, and then you can still go back and up the video on demand. It's one of the things that they keep track of. I don't know what it all means, honestly, but what I do know is right there, Kia had a runner on first, nobody out, and they bunted, and they scored. You guessed it, 0 runs. Mesmerizing, 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 ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely mesmerizing. Ah. Oh, this is getting good. This is like this is fantastic. This is like I don't even know what the TV show types are, but Mr. Nail 40 is yeah. This is kind of interesting. All right, the Shinmin J will lead things off. So are you you from the Cape? Cape Girardeau, the Southeast Missouri, the Boot Hill. All right, a nail out there. 31 pitches so far. Shin Jae looks at just strike one. Counting for us. That's just misses outside. 1-1. That is in there for a strike. 1-2. Doc Lob, where at in Southeast Missouri? Is the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Nail. Because Doc Lob, I'm from Missouri. Did he hit a home run, Arpo? Please tell me so, because he is on my fantasy team. All right, it brings up Austin Dean. Where's Rick Fitty? It's Flipper, right? Brink Flipper? Right, 37 pitches, a 1-1 count to Mr. Dean. And that is a foul to straight back. 1-2. You need to get Flipper here in the chat. Need to get Dad in here in the chat. 1-2 counts now to Mr. Dean. Fouls that one away. It stays 1-2. Ah. Okay. That misses outside at 2-2. Ah, okay. I just see the, yeah. And that just misses outside, runs the count full, second full count of the day for LG. You gotta get him. You gotta get him in here, Brink. All right, the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and Austin Dean looks at him. He turns it after the swing and looks at James Nail. I know those. I know those two have got to talk. Like they've got to send messages to each other. As that is outside 1-0. I need to get myself into the foreigner KBO chat. You got to help them out. Get them downloaded SOOP, and then get them to hit the old star. You've got Big Kiwi. That's pretty cool. The 2-0 pitch now to Moon Jung Bin, 0 for 1 on the day. A swing and a miss there. He is Nail has got the sweeper working today. Oh yeah, Arpo, the third. Matt Jackson and the Willoughby family. There you go. Brink, does that help? As the 2-1 lays off of it. Did he go around? They're going to check. He says no. 3-1. Trent Steele. Now, when you guys come visit, I've got to go. I'm gonna. That's a right down the middle for a strike to bring it to 3-2. When you guys come, I'm gonna have to take off a game and go to a game with you guys. I'll bust out the Kia gear. And that is another strikeout looking as he strikes out the side. That will be a 3 up, 3 down as Nail has got the hook working. That is bottom of the fourth coming up. Still at zeros, ladies and gentlemen. Still at zeros. Moke. All right, get a quick update elsewhere around the league. KT's up 3-0 against Samsung. Lotte's up 3-0 against Hanwha. Doosan's still up 1-0, and we've got a couple pitchers duels. The LG Kia game, obviously, right here. Is for some reason I don't have an innings up there. There we go. And then the SSG and QM game is also knotted, but bottom of the third, QM's got runners on first and third with nobody out. Moto at 58 pitches through 2 innings. Alcantara, on the other hand, 34 through 3. All right, bottom of the fourth inning. Coming up is going to be the 5, 6, 7 hitters. Nope, sorry, the 3, 4, 5 hitters is Kim Do Young. Looks at ball one outside. Sean, I was actually kind of wanting to stream that game again, as that is in there for a strike. And 1-1. Yeah, another 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. A beautiful pitch there. Those of you guys watching on SOOP, next to my channel name is a little star. Make sure you click that star. That's how you follow me. Makes it easier to find my streams. There, yeah. The 1-2 pitch rolls that one over. That's going to be trouble. He's going to have to barehand at the throw. Not in time, and he's going to be on base with an infield single. The first hit of the day for Kia. As Kim Do Young runs it out. A little slow roller to the shortstop. He did barehand it to try to get the play, unlike yesterday's third baseman that I called out. But Kim Do Young has got too much speed in those little young legs. I guess it's okay now. Speaking of hamstrings, anybody heard anything updated about An Hyun-min? All right, stepping up now, Nasong Bomb looks to just strike one at the top of the zone. Why not bunt here? Why not bunt? I mean, you bunted earlier. Why not bunt here? Right, the 0-1 pitch. And rolls that one over, just gets foul. Yeah, I mean, he had the whole offseason. He could have came back last year if Kia was not, in 8th place. All right, the 0-2 pitch. Lays off of it, and 1-2. 64% a chance of winning for Kia. Oh, yeah. The 1-2 pitch. Way up high. Honestly, Brink, I don't know if half of these guys know how to bunt, even though they do. Every time I see them hold the bat to bunt, I just cringe. Just wrapping the hand all the way around the front of it. I don't know about you, but when I was taught to bunt, I was taught to hold it here so that the ball didn't hit your fingers. Maybe that's old school. Maybe I'm older, that old. I am older than Kia's pitcher or Kia's manager. The 2-2 pitch misses outside and runs its full, goes from an 0-2 to a 3-2. Boy, boy, boy. Go 3-2 count. Yeah. And he misses way outside. He was running, but it doesn't matter as he walks him. All right, now here comes the bunt, ladies and gentlemen. Here comes the bunt. Why is that, Satan? I'm not gonna call. I can't call you Satan. Why is that, Satan? We're calling you Satan. Sorry. All right, so Nasung Bum is on first base. Kim Do Young over it to second. Brings up a Kim's Sun Bin and nobody out. And we're gonna get the bunt here, I'm pretty sure. Uh-oh, Arpa, what's happening? Biggest uniform in the league is stepping in. All right, Kim Sun Bin 0 for 1 on the day. No bunts. Just up there hacking big dad hacks. Up into the upper deck on the foul ball. Hitting 357 with runners on first and seconds. 5 for 14. He's like, I'm going to play as big as the uniform I wear. No way, Sean. I missed it. And the 0-1 misses outside, 1-1. Yeah, he has not been getting a lot of run support, that's for sure. ERA of 371, but 1-3. When he had what 2 or 3 straight bad starts, but when he does have a good start, the bullpen ends up blowing it. As here comes the 1-1 pitch, just catches the bottom of the zone, and it's 1-2. Big at bat here. Oh man, it's so big, and his helmet. I don't know what it is with Kia's helmets, but they all sit, their helmets and their hats all sit really low. All right, the 1-2 pitch way outside at 2-2. Chirinos's hat looks a little like a big. It almost looks like one of the padded hats, the for comebackers off the head. Absolutely, Arpo. Let everybody know. All right, the 2-2 pitch, 2 on, 62 pitches from Chirinos. Slaps it foul. Stays at 2-2. I'd say Chirino's probably having one of his best outings so far this season. When is Kim Young Un come back, Arpo? Here we go. Best chance of the day. Oh man. See, look how low that is. Like it's pushing like it is so like maybe they're just too big for him. It's got to be that they just get their helmets and hats like 2 sizes too big. That misses way outside, runs the count full again. Second straight full counts. The 3-2 pitch is rolled around and foul again. I remember Clay Holmes. Didn't he also pitch for the Red Sox? A 3-2 pitch now. Sets up right down the middle. And fouls that one into the ground. And we'll have another 3-2 pitch. James getting it in the jaw. His buddy getting it in the leg. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's where I remember the name from. When did he play for the Red Sox? That is gonna be a 4-6-3 a double play. Moves the runner over to third, but now you've got to 2 outs. On to the full counts, ground outs. A Yankee? Kim Do-young over to third base now, 2 away. Brings up Adeline. And that's woo. That is it for Chirinos. As he just hit Adeline in the head. Did he hit him in the head or the? Oh, I think it hit in the back and then bounced into his head. Tolhurst on Tuesday hit Kim Do-young in the head and was immediately ejected. So it did not. I guess it hit him in the looks like in the back area first and then into the head. So it won't be an automatic ejection. That brings up Kim Do-young. Runner on third base. 68 pitches, 21st pitch of the day of the inning coming up here for Chirinos. And it's the end of the dirt. 1-0. 292 on the season for Kim Oriong. He is 0 for 1 with a strikeout today, though. Yeah, head with a fastball. It has to be a fastball. 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. 1-1. But it looked like it hit him, right on the back or right on the traps first. All right, it's the 1-1 pitch. Fouls it off. He was waiting on it. 1-2. 71 pitches now for Chirinos. Dale been sitting a while. Have to worry about that. He's been sitting a while, but he'll have the 5, 6, 7 hitters coming up. And the 1-2 swing and a miss. A big strikeouts for runners on first and second to start the inning, but no runs. We will go to the 5th inning. 0-0. Kium is the team I would take today, just because Doosan also. Obviously, Kium is up big, but yeah, Doosan, just because of NC's starter, is just not good at all. All right, go to the top of the 5th inning. Yeah. Well, it hit his shoulder first. So since it hit his shoulder first, it's not a headshot. All right, Kia now 0 for 7 with runners on base. They've already left 4 runners on. The 5, 6, 7 hitters coming up for LG in the top of the inning. Elsewhere, around the old lead. Kium's up 4-0. Lote's up 4-0. Doosan's still up 1-0. This game, yeah. All right, OG1 leads things off. That's up high. Ball 1. This is up high, and it's 2-0. Today or in general? Hanwha's losing 4-0 right now. And the 2-0 pitch. This is up, and that's 3-0. Again, I said this. It's difficult because he was sitting for so long. Sitting for so long there. Coming back out is always a struggle for these pitchers. Oh, no, not at all. The 3-0 is right down the middle, 3-1. That catches the top of the zone, and it runs it full. Goes from a 3-0 to a 3-2 count. Mucho LG, OG1. Yeah, I wouldn't take Hanwha unless Yuan Jin or the Wong are starting with a rested bullpen, as that's going to be ripped past the diving first baseman. He looks like he got a piece of it, and that made it to slow down as OG1 is going to slide into second base with a leadoff double. No. Memories or nightmares, Arpo? Which one? He hit it just enough to slow it way down so that OG1 was able to go to sec. Out there to talk to him. I didn't expect, I actually, Arpo, in 2018, I didn't expect much because the last 100 games of the season, they were third to last. They just had a really, really strong start. All right, so Pakemin steps in and he bunts it foul. Right, 55 pitches now for Nail. 11 in the first, 8 in the second, 12 in the third, 17 in the fourth. In the biggest critical situation now, as he pulls the bat back and it's in there for a strike. And now it's 0-2. And now you can't bunt. Yeah, and then the 0-2 lays off of it, but it's into the dirt. Good that block there by Kim Tae-gun. And 1-2 now. 57 pitchers as this game is slowing to a halt at this point. 1-2 pitch. Steps off the back of the mound. Misses outside at 2-2. Slow claps in the actual broadcast. And going quickly through the first 3 innings, first 3.5 innings, but now we're grinding it up here. The 2-2 pitch. That's going to be a ground ball. Shortstop grabs it, turns, throws, and that'll be a 6-3 putout, but moves the runner up 90 feet, and now he's 60 feet or 90 feet away from the go-ahead run with just 1 out and Pak Dong-won up to bat. Pak Dong-won is a guy that strikes out a lot, though. He is a guy that just strikes out a lot. And that is not going to be a strikeout. That is going to be a single into center field. And Pak Dong-won puts LG up 1-0. Taking advantage of runners on the second base. Mary Kate, I told you I didn't know what I wouldn't look at that. I just don't like Kia's offense. Right, Pak Dong Wan over on first base now. Nail at 60 pitches. Brings up a Song Chan Yi as he turns on that one. Way outside. Yeah. The lack of run supports is fantastic. Sean just wants to know who Mary Kate's taking so he can take the opposite. All right, so 1-1 count now. Runner on first. We know your plan, Sean. We know your plan. Brink, it's all right though, because yeah, LG's bullpen is still pretty sketchy, and Chirinos has already thrown 70 pitches. Here we go, the 1-1 pitch. Just misses the zone. 2-1. That's into the dirt. It's 3-1. All right, so we'll try this again. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. Misses low and he walks them, puts runners on first and seconds now. Struggling here in the 5th inning after that long wait. And Kia didn't score any runs. That long waits. No runs were scored. Kim Ji-chan RBI single. I have to think that Samsung would like to keep Kim Ji-chan, but at the same time, they have so many other options. That's Mrs. Lowe, Lee Young-bin. 1 for 1, had a single in his first at-bat back in the 3rd inning. Here we go, the 1-0 pitch. A swing and a miss there, 1-1. Another 1-1, a swing and a miss. Why is that, Satan? Are you an LG fan or are you a Lotte fan? All right, it's a 1-2 pitch. Lifted to left field, and that should get foul, though. Again, not good camera angles on any of these new stadiums. So I'm kind of having to guess. Guess. Those of you guys watching, please make sure if you're over on YouTube, make sure you subscribe. If you are on SOOP, please make sure you next to my channel name you hit the little star. That's how you follow me on SOOP. You do have to have a account, I believe, to follow. To the 1-2 pitch now, the Young Bin. 1-2 is rolled over. They need to do something because it's pretty bad. Like, Kia's is bad, but there's enough room that you can kind of see. Hanwha's is awful. Like, absolutely awful. You can't see anything. 70 pitches, 22 so far in this inning. As he's given up one, already a runner on first and second. And that is going to be another little bloop into the outfield. And Pak Dong-hwan is going to come on home. The throw to third, in time, not in time. And Lee Young-bin is going to come up with another RBI single. As Pak Dong-hwan comes on in, Sung Chan-hee goes to third. Lee Young-bin now at first base, and Nail into some trouble here. The video replaying over at third base, I mean, it definitely looked like he was easily in there. Yeah. Again, watch, he doesn't keep it on him. Checking to see if he would have kept it on him, if he would have been out. Yeah, he's safe. All right, to top of the lineup, coming back up. LG's up now, 2-0. Yeah, you do have to worry, Sean, about that Kium bullpen. Yeah, you do have to worry about that Kium bullpen because, well, actually, the SSG and Kium bullpens, both of them used a lot of their guys. Yeah, two soft contacts that just happened to fall down. All right, so runners on to first and third. Still just 1 out, 2 runs already across. Brings up a Hong Chang-gi who's 1 for 2 on the day. As that is the first pitch, fouls that one away. 0-1. Hong Chang-gi averaged above the Mendoza line today. After his hits, ladies and gentlemen, welcome onto this side of the Mendoza line, sir. Those are the best frames, though, Sean. As the 0-1 pitch catches the top of the zone, 0-2. Why Kong Bae Ko? What did Kong Bae Ko do to Arpo? All right, 0-2 pitch sets up on the outside, slaps it foul though. Stays 0-2. Ah, okay. The tiebreaker between KT and Samsung for who won the regular season. I'll tell you who is not on Arpo's blacklist. That is the current LG batter, Hong Chang-gi. All right, the 0-2 pitch misses way up high. Well, 1 and 2 couldn't get it to break down into the zone. The only there's only 2 players that I really don't like. Well, there's more players that I really don't like, but Brink and will 100% agree with this. Well, actually, we'll say this. I'll ask Nail. Hey, Brink, who is the your top two least? We'll say, give me two players that you do not like. Here we go. The 2-2 pitch slaps the bat at it, and Kim Do Young bobbles it. Evening, Murloc. That's going to be another run on the air. As Hong Chang-gi comes up, slaps it to third. He was already throwing home before he finished fielding it. As that's right off the heel of the glove. All right, now Shinmin J steps in. That's going to be a chopper up the middle.
Thank
He's
you
going
for
to
the
grab it, step on the
recommendation,
bag,
Mary
throw to
Kate.
first. Ooh, he's off the bag. Video replay, and it looked to me like he was off. There we go. Those are the two. There's the third one. Oh, yeah, he's out. That will be a 6-3 double play. Ooh. The throw brought him on. So Shinmin J over at first, Young Bin over at third. 2 outs now. Should be out of the inning. It should definitely be. Oh, you changed names. You've changed names too. Yeah, Niger Morgan and Johnny Cueto. Those are the two guys. There's one more though. There's one more, Brink. She was the umpire for the Czech Republic and right, the Czech Republic and Korea game. Or no, was she the umpire for the Japan and Korea game? As that one is lifted up a right fielder under it, and that will be 3 away. That is it. As Nail gives
Thank
up.
you for the recommendation, Sean 912.
Thank you, Sean. As that gives up 3 there. Not all on him. Just some soft contact to go with some bad defense. 3 runs now pushed across. Oh, yeah, the preseason game. No, you mean like the Czech Republic versus Korea game? Or all right, elsewhere around the league, KT Samsung tied at 3s. Obviously 3-0 here in this game. Hanwha down 5-0. Yeah, oh, so the one in November. Doosan is still up 1-0, and Cume up 4-0. A rough inning there for James Nail. 29 pitches. Yeah, I remember that's the pop fly or whatever. All right, coming up is going to be the 8-9-1 hitters. Yeah, she's also, I believe, has the worst ball strike ratio in the MLB. Are they? Did they make the playoffs, Adam? Or Adam? I should call you Coach. Did they make the playoffs, Coach? All right, to Kim Tae-goon will lead things off. 72 pitches so far for Chirinos. He has not been pitching well either, though. 72 pitches. And where's yeah, that is ball back to the stop, and it's 1-0. Kim Tae-goon walked in his first hit by a pitch in his first at bats. That is in there for a strike, 1-1. Let's see here. They 1, 2. That is away to the backstop and 2-1. 2 pitches all the way back to the backstop so far. And now fouls that one off at 2-2. 77 pitches. They got to get something. Yeah, nail. My third one would have been Brandon Phillips. The 2-2 is a ground ball up the middle, and that is a diving stop by Shin-Min Jae. The throw, not in time. Wasn't able to hold on to the ball anyway, as Kim Tae-goon beats it out for a leadoff single on absolutely a great play by Shin-Min Jae, honestly. But he unhooked the piano and left it in the catcher's gear. Uh, really, Arpo? It's not, I don't think it's through the 5th inning, though. Leadoff single. Can they get some runs? That misses low. 2-0. That makes sense. Pak Min bunt in his first at bat. Then Kia scored 0 runs, of course. As the 2-0 pitch catches the outside at 2-1. Well, if the 5th inning is over, that means it's a tie game. It just will end, not suspended. Yeah, imagine. I don't think a lot of people were, as the 2-1 is going to be a ground ball. Second baseman and quickly throws to the shortstop, throws back to first. In time, a great punch out by the first base umpire. I don't think Kia has any more video replays. Great play by Shinmin Jae to get his feet set to good throw. I think he was safe at first, but I don't think they have any video replays left. That brings up a Pak Jung-woo. Misses outside. Ball one. I don't know. I don't know if I could I don't know if I could do that. 1-0 misses way up and out of the zone. I'm an analytics guy. I got a analytics minus obviously the fundamentals. The two things that the KBO needs so much of. Fundamentals and analytics. All right, Pak Jong-woo misses outside 3-0. Like, no, that ball doesn't have any strikes left. Rio, nope. He fakes the bunt. It's in there for a strike, though. Yeah, the SSG offense is not good. Is Che Jung playing today? He wasn't in the lineup yesterday, surprisingly. Yeah, he's out of the lineup again today. All right, 3-2 counts now. Another full count. Third full count of the day for the old Kia Tigres. 87 pitches for Chirinos. 16th pitch of this inning. That's going to be a ground ball. The shortstop over to his left throws, and that will be 3-0. They get a leadoff single, but another double play eliminates it. We will go to the sixth inning, but before we do that, we'll take a little bit of a break. I'll see you in a few. right, so we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Top of the 6th inning here. And the number 4 hitter leading things off, Moon Jung Bin. Get my stuff back up here. Yeah, another 1-0 is turned on, lifted, going at the wall, jumps, not able to make the catch, and he is going to be on second base with a leadoff double. Yeah, you're going to have to learn how to read Korean, though. Brings up OG Wan. That'll be it for him, though. Moon Jung Bin comes out. Gubon Hyuk takes over on the base pass. Will we get a bunt here? Will we get a bunt? Up 3 runs, runner on a second. So did we get a bunt here? Yeah, my KBO is, yep, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. No, we're going to get a bunt. Runner on first, nobody out. Runner on second, nobody out. The ball is low, though, and it's a 1-0. OG Wan, a leadoff last inning with a double. LG now a 93.4% chance of winning. A 1-0 drops down the bunts. Well, that's you're bunting for a hit there. That's different, Arpo, obviously. Yeah, Sean, whenever there's a reason why I type everything in Korean, because I actually don't know how they spell their names in English. Because sometimes they'll use certain letters and sometimes they won't, and it's just really confusing for me, actually. All right, the 1-1 pitch, he drops down the bunts, and that'll go to first. Moves him over on the 2-4 putouts. Brings up the number 6 hitter. 84 pitches, and now for James Nail. Akemina steps in. Arpo loves him. Kiwi loves him. Oh, yeah. All right, it's a Pakemi here. 259 on the season. Pop up to the shortstop in his first at bats. 6'3". Right, but some of them like what I'm trying to say is like names like this can be like this. So names like Jung or June can be multiple different ways, as the 0-1 hits him in the feet. Right, but some people don't spell it that way, Arpo. That's what I'm trying to say. Same way with like this, a name like can be either one of these. I know how you officially write it in English. I know how you officially use romanization, but there's so many random unofficial ways of spelling. Harpo, yes, there is. See, there you go. Right, so that brings up a Pak Dong Wan. He had the RBI in the last inning. And Arpo, not everybody follows the rules. I know there's an official way, but a lot of these guys started spelling their names before there was an official romanization. They used the Jeju romanization. And the 0-1, a swing and a miss. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch misses way outside. Yeah. Che Ji-min warming up. The 1-2 rolls over. Stays 1-2. 90 pitches now for Nail. Yeah, Kiwi, it's so strange. That's why I just don't bother. Like it. A 1-2 pitch. Tried to get him to chase outside, but he does not, and it's 2-2. And that's going to be a stolen base for Pak Min. Heads on over to second base. And runs our count full, 3-2. And he falls down, a swinging at that. Let me give you an example here. So you have this guy, Nasung Yup. His is spelled I can't even read. Even though the yup should be EO.
너무 감사합니다.
Thank you, Nikos. As lays off of that, but it's going to be a ball. Walks the bases loaded. Bases now loaded, 1 out. Arpo, stop arguing. I'm literally telling you how he spells his name. I know he's wrong. But I'm telling you right here. Right there. That is how he spells his name. Koreans don't know how to spell their names in English. That's why I don't use the English names. Because they don't know how to spell in English. It's that simple. So Song Chani steps in now. And that's a strike at the bottom of the zone. 0-1. Yeah. That's what I'm trying to say, is I know how to do it properly. Yeah, that's why you just can't do it. That's why you can't do it in English. Is that is outside 1-1. There we go. The 1-1 pitch lays off of it. He checks down. Did he go? He says yes, he did. Oh, is that John Goodman, ladies and gentlemen? I think we've got a John Goodman sighting. Oh, we've got a video replay. That's all he did yesterday was to strike out. Nope, he did not go around. John Goodman with a bad call. No shingimida. But we've got a John Goodman sighting, ladies and gentlemen. Do you think I will make a good coach? I have no idea as that's going to be a ground ball foul. I can honestly say I may not. I could make a great coach. I could make a bad coach. I don't know. But one thing I can say is though, I won't be putting players in bad situations. No, John Goodman, the third base umpire, the guy that looks just like John Goodman. 98 pitches for Nail. Song Chani with the bases loaded, 1 out. And he hits him. That'll be it for Nail. Is that's 99 pitches. That'll be it for him. 99 pitches from him. He is not happy with his outing. He was cruising through 4. Ran into troubles in the 5th. Some errors didn't help. And now Wild in the 6th with a hit by pitch, a walk, and a hit by pitch. And that's it for James Nail. Hook on the hook for 4, but plus the 3 that are on base now. Gave up 1 hit in this inning, but he's gave up a run with the bases loaded still. Last inning, he gave up 3 hits, but a walk and an error allowed 2 extra runs to score. Not only 2 extra runs, but numerous extra pitches. We'll have our first pitching change of the day is James Nail done. Elsewhere around the league, as Arpo said, it's 4-3 now. KT is up, and then Lote's up 5-2 as an error from LG ended up allowing Hanoi to score 2. Doosan still up 1-0 against NC. We got 1 runner on in the bottom of the 1st inning. Nope, never mind. That is going to the 8th inning, a 1-0 game. Then Keom is up 4-0. It's the good version of KT, I guess. KT is either really good or really bad. It's there's no mix. All right, out on the mound, Guakdo Gyu. The hard throwing left-hander. The first time I've seen him. back is 1 game, 1 inning, 1 strikeout, a 500 batting average against, and a whip of 2. That is not good. The 1-0 pitch misses low. 2-0. Young Bin, RBI single in his last at bats. 2 for 2 on the day. He strike out again, Arpo, or hit into another triple play. Octo Gu. And that is a foul away. I would not want to face him as a lefty just because he comes from so far to the side. All right, to 2-1 pitch now. Sets up on the outside. Catches the outside corner, 2-2. Young Ben is a guy that just strikes out a lot. We'll see what happens. How do I feel about players betting on the game? No. That's it should never happen. They shouldn't even have a betting app on their phone, as that is a foul away. The 2-2 pitch. Once again, this sets up on the outside. Rolls it over, and a bobble by the second baseman goes to the first baseman. And another ball that just should have been a out at home allows another run to score. Oh, Pak Dong or Pak Min comes on in to score. Another bad play. The second baseman that jumps to make the catch would have easily been able to come home to get the outs. But it's not going to be an error, but everybody knows that it's an error. Oh, runners on to second and third now. Hong Chang-gi strokes that to center field, but that will be out number 3. And another couple runs for LG here in the top of the 6th. We go to the bottom of the 6th. A lot to nothing. A lot to nothing. Rough, rough, rough. 5 runs on 6 hits. NBA players make plenty of money. There's no reason. Another rough inning there. Bad defense, bad defense, bad defense. Crazy. 2 for 10 with runners on base, but they've scored 5 runs. Yeah, 2, 3, 4 hitters coming up in the bottom of the 6th inning. So we'll see if Chirinos is still out there or not, or if they pull him. He's at 88 pitches after the 5th inning. Another long break there. You're looking at 20 minutes or so after all that. He is still out there, though. I guess they're going to try to get him a quality start. 22 in the first, 11, 15, 24, 16 for 88 total. Yep, bottom of the 6th. That is the first pitch is crushed As the right fielder going. Goodbye, baseball, as Pak Song Joon hits the leadoff homer and puts Kia on the board. And you know what that means, ladies and gentlemen? That's right. It's time for the old pack of cards. You need 2 runs this inning or 2 runs total? Or you mean 2 runs total for the over? All right, so pack of cards as Kim Do-young steps in now. Solo shots, pitch number 89. And that is in there for a strike. Is first that. No. All right. Starting off, infielder Park Jun-soon for Doosan. Then a Lotte pitcher, their Korean ace, that is fouled, is Park Se-eun. And a Chun Jae-won, the outfielder for the NC Dinos. Not a good pack, ladies and gentlemen. Not a good pack. All right, the 1-2 pitch, and that's outside at 2-2. Not the best pack there. No. It was a leadoff shot. It hadn't erased anything yet, as that's misses, and it's 3-2. No, it hadn't erased the LG leadoff or the LG top of the inning yet. As the 3-2 is going to be a ground ball, the second baseman picks it up, throws across, and that's 1 away. Brings up the number 4 hitter, Na Sung Bam. That is a moonshot. Second straight night or second straight game with a homer. All right, so Na Sung Bam steps in. First pitch is a foul away, though. Who's over at first? Is that Gubon Hyuk over at first, or is I imagine Lee Young Bin would moved over to first base and Gubon Hyuk over to third. Yep, that's what has happened. So here we go with the 0-1 pitch to Na Sung Bam. Misses. Oh, just gets a stitch on the top of the zone, and it's 0-2. Woo Kang-hoon warming up in the LG bullpen. I guess if somebody gets on, they will make the change. That misses up and in. "98 pitches. Might be his first quality start of the season. This inning, you need 2 runs? Total or 2 more runs from Kia? Right, so the 2-2 pitch. Way up high, runs the count full. I'm all right. I'm all right.
Thank you for the recommendation, The Jungle.
Thank you, Jungle. Welcome. I'm just trying to figure out if you need what you bet. I'm trying to figure that. Did you bet Kia was going to score 3 runs in the 6th inning? As the 3-2 pitch is popped up. That is going to be trouble. The shortstop is not going to make the play, and Na Sung Bam is going to hang out on first base with a 1-out single. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, 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 thank you. Awesome bomb, thank you, thank you. Yeah, played him hard to pull, but he a little bloop into left field. Awesome bomb over on first base now. And you have 5, 6, 7 hitters coming up. That'll be it for Chirinos. 101 pitches from him. Yeah, somebody was hitting the old. I don't know if you guys can see it, but they were hitting the hearts over on YouTube. So I was trying to say thank you for every heart I saw. All right, 2 hits this inning, and they've got to 4 now. They finally on the board. So those of you guys over, yeah, I mean, maybe they're rusty. It's kind of a gloomy day. I mean, it was just pouring down rain yesterday. Today, at least here where I live, I'm a few hours from Gwangju where the game is, but it's been misty and kind of like a nasty day. So maybe they're just I don't know. That's all I can think of. Yeah, he's not a bad pitcher. He just is not pitched well this season. I definitely think this is his first. Yeah, I mean, but he's he come into the day with a 6.57 ERA on the season. So while not surprised that he shut down Kia, whose offense I don't think is very good, but at the same time, you know, again, LG has a pretty good offense. I'm not surprised that they got to Nail, but as quick as well as Nail was doing to start is the question. Yeah. Wukong Hoon out on the mound now. 10 holds already on the season for him. We've got a 1 out, a runner on first, and as Kim Sun Bin looks to just strike one at the bottom of the zone. 0-1. Of course, there's always a chance. You still haven't told me exactly what you bet. Pitch misses low. 1-1. I find it hard to believe that somebody bet that Kia was going to score 3 runs in the bottom of the 6th inning. I feel like that is a very, very strange bet. Again, I don't gamble, so I don't know. Maybe that's a normal thing. As the 1-1 pitch in there for a strike, 1-2. Yeah, but 8.5 for 8.5 through 6 innings? Why? That seems a odd thing too. As the 1-2 swing and a miss as he tried to golf that out. But he says, I need 2 runs. Come on this inning. That's yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out exactly what the bet was because it like what's being it just doesn't make any sense. Oh, that okay. That would make more sense. It's just the this inning thing kind of was like, what? All right. I believe we've got a pinch hitter here. Yes, Han Jun Soo out on the mound, or stepping in now. That is turned on. That is lifted, going, 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 and he catches it at the wall. Hakemin does it again as the best center field defense in the league. Chirinos is shaking his head. That will take us to the 7th. 5-1. Gave it a ride, but not enough. Yeah, that's what I said. Is I knew you could in the KBO. I knew you can bet the first 5 or the full game because the fifth is the break. Yeah. He is still 0 hits with runners on base, ladies and gentlemen. They are 0 for 10 with runners on base. Yeah. No, the 2, 3, 4 hitters coming up for LG here. All right, I think I've got everything fixed and set up. I think so, at least. Kium game now. Kium's up 6-0. Shinmin J will lead things off. Guokdu Dogyu come back out. Nope. Han Jae Sung comes out now. 3.45 ERA on the season for Han Jae Sung. EJ Wei. All right, Shinmin J will greet him. He's 0 for 3 on the day, a 4.63 ground into double play, a strikeout, and almost a second double play. But he was able to beat it out. That's up high, 1-0. I bet he went to see the guru. The 1-0 pitch misses outside at 2-0.
Thank you for the recommendation, Kung Fu Carl.
Thank you, Kung Fu Carl, and welcome, welcome, welcome. And the 2-0 pitch. That is down the middle. That is going to be sliced, but it will get foul. 2-1. The 2-1 pitch misses up high. 3-1. That's what I like to hear. He's on my fantasy team. Yeah. Oh, there we go. We got the old
Thank you for the recommendation, 920,112.
thank you, 920, 900,000, 20, whatever, something like that. Arpo working on his romanization is that is fouled and runs the count full, 3-2. I was like, I just glanced. I was like, what language is that? I was like, oh, wait, never mind. The 3-2 pitch. And runs inside. He walks him. Leadoff batter on base once again. 1 inning, 2 innings, 3 innings. The last 3 innings, the leadoff runner has been on base 4 times now. The leadoff batter has been on base for the LG Twins. My offense has been doing 0. All right, Austin Dean. Where is Rick Fitty? That's is in there for a strike up at the top. Austin Dean over 3 on the day. Average down to 350. 5-3 ground out, a strikeout, and a fly out to right. And the 0-1 misses way up and out of the zone. 1-1. Even Austin Dean. What are the odds that you keep Austin Dean hitless in a game? What are the odds? I was thinking of there's another team that has a name very similar to that. Is the 1-1. That's going to be back to the pitcher. He bobbles it. Will have to go to first and throws it real low, but they do get one out and moves the runner over to second base. And that brings up the number 4 hitter, Gubon Yuck. Could have gone to second base, but he bobbled it. That's the 4th error. That's not really an error. They only have one official error because they're getting outs, but they continue to really struggle to play solid defense. All right, Guboniak is looks at ball 1 low, 1-0. Misses again, 2-0. That's right. Pure power right here. He's going to end up hitting a home run. And then we're going to pull his card, too. All right, the 2-0 pitch. He's afraid of the power, Arpo. He is afraid of the power. A 3-0 count now. He's like, I don't want none of that. I don't want none of that. Here we go, 3-0 pitch. And he walks him on 4 straight pitches. He was afraid. See, that's because you started talking crap, Arpo. You started talking crap, and he's like, hey, I will not be having any of that Arpo shenanigans. As we'll have a pitching change here. He's like, well, you've walked to 2 batters, and you almost had an error, so we're going to take you out here. So we'll have another pitching change coming up. LG looking to add some more runs against this Kia bullpen. This game is going to take forever. It looks like Doosan, ladies and gentlemen, Doosan with a 1-0 victory. Benjamin, 8 innings, 5 hits, 1 strikeout, 1 walk, 1 hit by pitch. Batter. Tota, surprisingly, 5 2/3 innings, gave up 1 unearned run. 5 strikeouts, 1 walk, and 8 hits. Offense is nowhere to be found. Doosan, Pak Chan-ho with 3 hits. Sonos up with 2 hits. He's coming back for Chae Hyung-woo. But scattered hits throughout for NC. No, that game is already over. Kioma, they're in the bottom of the 8th inning. They're up 6-0. Just starting the bottom there. You've got the bottom of the 7th is this. They just tied it up. Nope, Samsung just took the lead on the Chae Hyung-woo RBI single as Kim Sung-yoon comes around to come on in. Yeah, pitching duel from not who you would expect to be a pitching duel. Again, I really liked Doosan coming into the game just because of who NC's pitcher was not expecting 0 earned runs throughout the entire game. The Che Ji-min comes out onto the mound now for Kia, a 3.45 ERA on the season. He'll face OG1. That's in there for a strike. 0-1. Oh, 1 pitch sets up on the outside. A swing and a miss. 0-2. Way behind on that. It's probably looking like it's going to be the last game of the day. It's going to be the last game to finish. Here we go. 0-2 pitch. Sets up on the outside. Lays off of it. 1-2. That right there. Left-handed batter, left-handed pitcher. 0-2 counts. That was not that bad. That was a pitch that I can say that's a good pitch. It was just a little off the plates. Not yeah, deuce on 1-1-0. As the 1-2 pitch, a swing and a miss, and that will be outs number 2 on the strikeouts. That girl tall. Woo. Either that girl's tall or the other girl is really short. All right, it's Pakemi in the first pitch. Ground ball to the first baseman. We'll grab it to Stuffs on the bag, and that will be 3 away. We go to the bottom of the 7th. 5-1 LG. Couple more walks, but nothing. And 2 for 13 on the day with runners on base. 2 for 10 with runners in scoring position. They've left 7 on. Then Kia, not pretty. 0 for 10 with runners on base. 0 for 4 with runners in scoring position. They will have the 7, 8, 9 hitters coming up here in the bottom of the 7th as they try to mount a comeback. They got to do something because it is not looked good offensively for Kia. They do have the LG bullpen to face, as anytime your bullpen is coming out, you got to feel good. It's like Lotte just added another one on a Victor Reyes RBI double. They go up a 6-2 against Hanwha. Uh-oh. Samsung game getting out of hand. All right, the Yu Gong-un is still out there. As Kim Oh-young fakes the bunts, but he probably should have dropped it down because it was right down the middle. 0-1. The 0-1 pitch misses low. 1-1. Kia with a 3% chance to come back, ladies and gentlemen. 3% to come back and win this game. The 1-1 pitch is going to be a ground ball through the left side. We'll see what that does. There's another hit for Kia. Can they do something with a runner on base? Can they do something? In a 4-6-3 double play back in the fourth inning. A 4-6-3 double play in the fifth inning. Yeah, I love it. The down four, runner on first, nobody out, and they bunt. All right, to Kim Tae-gun. Hit by a pitch in his first at bat, singled in his second, almost got hit there. Ball 1-0. One zero in there for a strike, 1-1. Kim Jin Sung warming up. Got his jacket on. Uh-oh. That is excellent news for Samsung. That's a 1-1 pitch. This is low, 2-1. Jungle, we actually play a game when we go to games, a drinking game. So what you do is for every at bat, you call an ending, like ground out to the shortstop, ground out to the first baseman. If you win, then everyone else has to drink, because that is going to be a ground ball past the shortstop. You would not have gotten that one, and that is going to be back-to-back singles. Their first hit of the day with a runner on base, ladies and gentlemen. Our runners now on first and second. Nobody out for Pak Min. Will they bunt here? All right, Pak Min steps in. Oh, we're going to have a pinch hitter here. Yeah, that girl is taller than all the guys there. Yep. All right, we'll have a pinch hitter here. Kim Jin Sung will come on in, and we get a pinch hitter, and we'll get a new pitcher. How tall is that girl? Nope, I'm not sleeping. I'm looking up something. All right, the Kim Jin Sung out on the mound. 8 holds for him. He'll have the bottom of the order. I was looking up home and away splits for Hanwha in the last 3 years. As Kim Gyu Sung will pinch hit here. I would love to be sleeping. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie at all. A swing and a miss there, 1-1. I am extremely tired. Between work and the streaming and the walking and running and the editing is the 1-1. He steals third base. Big steal there from Kim Young. That means he'll be able to come home even on a double play here. Great jump. I didn't see who that was. So it was a strike there. All right, here we go. The 1-2 pitch. Going to be a slow roller. The shortstop underhand toss to the second baseman, throws to first, but not in time. And that is going to be a 6-4 RBI groundouts. And Kia cuts the lead to 5-2. Great, great, great stolen base there. All right, now runner on first base, 1 out, flips the lineup back up to the top. That is in there for a strike on the outside corner. Kim Gyu Sung over at first base. Park Jung Woo up to bat. 0 for 3 on the day. A fly out to left, a 4-3 ground out, and a 6-3 ground out. And stole third. I mean, a massive, massive jump. 0-1 into the dirts. He tried to get hit there. He did his best to get hits. Stuck his knee out at the pitch in the dirts. One pitch that's popped up. That might be trouble. Left fielder coming in and not able to make the play. The throw to seconds and not in time. And that's the same type of hit that LG had back in the 4th inning as Park Jung-woo comes up with a hit. The Texas big league single. Runners now on first and seconds. Still just 1 out as the number 2 hitter comes on up. Even the announcers called it a Texas hit. It said Texas Anta. All right, Chun Sung Ho will come in, I guess. All right, Pak Song Ju. He had a solo shot in his last at bat, walked in his first, 1 for 2 on the day. As he pops that one up, third baseman in foul territory, dancing around, makes the catch. And 2 away brings up a Kim Do Young. He is a guy that can tie it on one swing. Where did Chun Sung? That is into the dirt. 1-1. Pak Dong-won grabbing his hand there. It almost looks like he's giving Kim Jin-sung a dirty look there. They're going to make this into a game yet, ladies and gentlemen. Kim Do-young. He was at a 3% chance of winning as he turns on that one and lifts it, but foul. Absolute crushed, but out in front of it. Kia fans going nuts. All right, here we go. The 1-2 pitch again into the dirts. 2-2. Yeah, it was turned on hard. They throw that lazy ball into the middle of the plate again, and it'll be a tie game. He likes anything that's just a floater right down the middle. Is the 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and he gets him striking out on the ball. That ends the inning. They leave another 2 on, but they finally get some hits with runners on base, and that allows them to score 1. We'll go to the 8th inning, 5-2. LG. God, man, they've just left so many runners on. They're still 0 for 7 with runners on base. I thought he was going to be sent down, Harpo. All right, so we will have the 7, 8, 9 hitters coming up at the top of this 8th inning. This game is far, far, far from over, ladies and gentlemen. Top of the 8th inning, 7, 8, 9 hitters coming up. Hong Min-gyu out on the mound, 10.13 ERA on the season. All right, top of the 8th inning, Pak Dong-won leads things off for LG. He is a 1 for 2 on the day with a RBI single that put them on the board. All right, here we go. The 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. He almost lost his helmet trying to put that in the outfield stands. All right, the 0-1 pitch, that's up down low. Just misses inside, 1-1. G. Lays off of that. 2-1. The 2-1 pitch lays off of that, and it's 3-1. That misses low, or walks him. Lead off walk. Imagine that, the guy with ERA of over 10 walks the first batter. All right, brings up a Song Chani. I believe Song Chani was taken out. As we have a Kim Hyung Jong. And we're gonna bunt. Absolute no speed on first base, and you're gonna bunt here. I don't know if he has music or not. No, he does not. All right, so the 0-1 pitch now. Again, bunting here with a super slow guy on first base. Excellent decision as he check over on him. I mean, it's only been 5 of the 8 innings. I mean, you know, it's not 100% jungle. So the 0-1 pitch drops down the bunts, and it's foul. Yeah, but you got to decide: does he get to start on first or second? He'll try this whole baseball thing again, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go, the 0-2 pitch. Plays off of it up high, 1-2. Walks the first batter he faces, then you give it up while you try to bunt to lower your chances of scoring. That was 2 games, Jungle. One game against Hanwha, and then the next game they played is a swing and a miss, and that's going to be outs number 1. Good girl, that woman is tall. I can't get over how tall that girl is. Oh, that was a Kia game. That was a Kia game. The way. That was the first time I've ever seen a 5-6-4 double play. Right, 0-1 to pitch to Young Bin. Lifts it up. That is going to be trouble. Right fielder coming running in will make the catch, and he falls down. Don't think the slide was necessary there. But the ground is wet. I am calling that a falling catch and not a sliding catch, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, that's a falling catch. All right, steps up now. Hong Chang-gi at the top of the lineup. And just misses low. 1-0. Hong Chang-gi 0 for 4 on the day. 1-0 pitch. Fouls that away. 1-1. Yeah, that game, Last night's game was amazing, was wild. Tuesday's was wild. Again, Tuesday was a come from behind victory for Lotte. Last night was a come from behind victory for Kium, as that misses outside at 2-1. That bodes well for Kia, ladies and gentlemen. Can Kia complete the trifecta? He's got an on base of 199, but not counting last year, the 2 years before, he was the on base king. Is that's going to be a ground ball to the second baseman that throws over, and that's 3 away. They get a leadoff walk, but nothing after that. They've left 8 on. We will go to the bottom of the 8th. Can Kia complete the comeback? Yeah, he sees a lot of pitches. He gets on base from walks actually a lot. Keenan, you and a lot of other people. I don't know why you guys took. I mean, Nail is a better starter than Chirinos, but man, the Kia offense has looked rough. They are very one. They're very yeah. Plus their defense getting swept by Kium with 2 walk-off victories. Yeah, this is the chance they've got to get at least 1 run here, as Na Sung Bom will lead things off. They'll have the 4, 5, 6 hitters coming up. Again, LG, their new closer, used to be a 10-game winner last year as a starter. So we'll see what happens. They did finally get some hits with runners on base last inning. Can they do it again? That is the question, I guess. Is Kim Young-woo out on the mound now? This might be a first, ladies and gentlemen. Who pitched for Kia? That's right, number 67. Top of the 8th inning. Who comes out? Number 67. And who comes out in the bottom of the 7th, or the bottom of the 8th? That's right, number 67. And who's calling this game? That's right, number 67. Did he get on, Arpo? Ah Sung Bom looks at the ball 1 low. Now, Sonju Young's not out. Kim Young-woo. It's the 8th inning, Arpo. Not time for the closer yet. 1-0 pitch. Ah Sung Bom lifts that one up. Left fielder under it. And that's 1 away. Yeah, it's way easier. Just hit the ball for a single. None of that bunt and run hard stuff. Kim Sun Bin almost hits him in the uniform. 0 for 3 on the day. Been responsible for 4 outs. A 5-3 ground out, a 4-6-3 double play, and a strikeout. He has had runners on base in 2 of his at-bats. As the 1-0 up high. 2-0. Kim Sun Bin is the John Kruk of the KBO, ladies and gentlemen. The John Kruk of the KBO is the 2-0 misses outside at 3-0. Walks him. I imagine that they're gonna pinch a run here for him. Brings up the number six hitter, Hanjun Soo. He gave a long, long ride to the last pitch he saw, but it was caught jumping up against the wall by Pake Min. And then that's in there for a strike on the inside, 0-1. Kim Sun Bin over at first. Han Jun Soo 0 for 1 on the day. 292 on the season for the catcher. And then the 0-1 in there for a strike, 0-2. Dropping the bat down into the strike zone. All right, here we go. The 0-2 pitch. Big pitch here with a runner on first. Catches him looking on a beautiful hook. 2 away. And brings up the number 7 as Kim Young-woo just smiles. Say, yeah, that's right. There is such thing as a 3-pitch strikeout. Just because I have an 0-2 count against you doesn't mean I have to throw it in the other batter's box. That is not an actual rule, ladies and gentlemen. Well, he was upset at the call on the inside also because he crowds the plate. And again, I remember I talk about all the time is these guys cannot hit the high fastball. The reason why is because their hands drop so quickly. It's a Kim O Young single, a stolen base, and a run scored last inning. And he fouls that straight into Pak Dong Wan's face. Knocks his mask off. Ooh, right on the nose of the mask. All right, so 1-1. It's so weird because they're not slow for me, though. Like mine are instant. The 1-1 in there for a strike, 1-2. Like I'll send this whenever the pitcher lets go of the ball. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. And that's going to be a single through the left side. And just like that, so they've got runners on first and second. All right, so runners on first and second. Kim Tae-goon. Oh, yeah, it could be because yeah. Yeah, it could be because I'm going through a different thing than you are. I go through a dashboard. Uh I don't think they're too delayed though. I think they're much faster than they normally were be. As that is going to be it for him. We'll have another pitching change as Kim Tae-goon comes in to he will face whoever the new pitcher is. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. So elsewhere around the league, Samsung's up 8-5 against KT in the bottom of the eighth inning as they just scored another one. And then Lotte's up is 6-2 in the bottom of the eighth inning there. You got Moon Hyun Bin up with 2 outs. Then obviously you've got to this game, a 5-2, a bottom of the eighth, runners on first and second. As they're bringing in the closer already, ladies and gentlemen. They're bringing in the closer for LG. Yeah, maybe I don't know. I don't think I've changed anything. Maybe I've changed something on my settings, but I don't think I have. All right, so Sungju Young out on the mound, a 3-0, 3 saves on the season, an ERA of 0, 5 innings, 6 strikeouts, 1 walk, 211 batting average against, and a whip of 1. No, he is regular in the rotation now. They tried to have him in the rotation last year at the end of the season. That's Jung Ju. He was their first round pick last year. He was in the bullpen most of last year, and then towards the end of the year, Satan is back, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so Kim Tae-gun misses down and in 1-0. Yeah, so Jung Ju is going to be a regular starter. They tried to get him to be a starter late last year. And yeah, and Jung Ju. The 1-0 pitch in there for a strike, 1-1. Yeah. Kim Tae-gun at 2 for 2 on the day. A hit by pitch, a single and a single. No runs scored, though. That's right down the middle, and it's 1-2. Moon Hyun Bin is out for the season. Possibly 2 seasons. Shoulder. Yeah, Moon Dong-ju. Sorry, did I say Moon Hyun Bin? Yeah, Moon Dong-ju. As that is a rolled over. Yeah, man, Kiwi, you guys would just Hanwha fans would yeah, Hanwha fans would start crying if Moon Hyun Bin was also done. That would basically be their whole season. All right, 1-2 pitch once again. Tying run at the plate, slapping the glove on the ground, throws it into the dirt, and it's 2-2. Yeah, well, he injured it last year because of the manager, of course, had him starting, and then he suddenly at the end of the season put him into the bullpen to pitch, multiple days in a row, and his shoulder ended up getting injured there. Then he tried to play in the as that's going to be a ground ball. The second baseman picks it up, scoops, and throws, and that will be 3 away. Is once again no hits with runners in scoring position. We'll go to the ninth inning. 5-2 LG. They are now 0 for 8 with runners in scoring position, ladies and gentlemen. The number, yeah. 0 for 8 with runners in scoring position. 1 hit that inning with runners on base, 2 in the last inning. They're 3 for 13. Sorry, 3 for 18 with runners on base. LG is not much better, ladies and gentlemen. LG was 2 for 6 with runners on base in the 5th inning, 2 for 6 with runners in scoring position in The fifth inning, outside of that, they're 0 for the day. They're 0 for the day outside of the fifth inning. So, top of the order, the 2, 3, 4 hitters coming up for LG. Shinmin J, Austin Dean, and Gubon Hyuk, as they will. Austin Dean is hitless today. He hasn't even been on base with a walk or a ground out or anything. He is on baseless. Lee Hyung Bum out on the mound now for Kia. ERA of 3, 5 games, 6 innings, 5 strikeouts, 4 walks, 227 batting average against, and a 1.33 whip. Lee Hyung Bum, Lee Hyung Bum. Yeah. All right, so Shinmin J leads things off. Walk, a double ground into a double play, a strikeout, and a force outs. First pitch, ground ball to the shortstop, throws across, and 1 away. 1 pitch, 1 out. Number 3 hitter, Austin Dean, coming up now. Under 8.5. That just means, Jungle, you know what that means, right? That means they're gonna score 2 runs in the bottom of the 9th. 348 on this season. And that runs inside, ball 1. Two home runs in the 9th, 429 in the 9th. That is the strike. 1-1. It is the way. It is the way of the KBO. Get your hopes up big and then crush it. As the 1-1 is a slapped foul up into the upper deck. 1-2. Like the 3 remaining games are all in the top of the 9th. As the race to finish is on. 1 out in this game, 1 out in the KT Samsung game, and 1 out in the Lotte Hanwha game. The 1-2 is going to be a ground ball to the second baseman. Throws over, and that will be 2 away. I almost said 3 because it was Austin Dean's in the 3 spots. Brings up the number 4 hitter, Gubon Hyuk. Yeah. Well, the closer's already in, though, Jungle. Gubon Hyuk looks at ball 1. Yeah, they put the closer in last inning once that second batter was on. 1-0 pitch. Sets up down the middle. Lays off of it, but it does catch the inside corner. Gotta find his music again since he's a pinch hitter. Or not a pinch hitter, but he pinch runner and took over. The 1-1 pitch. That's going to be slapped through the right side. That is going to roll down into the corner. Gubon Hyuk is on his move. He will head on into second base and is sliding with a 2 outs double. On base for the second time today. Right, OG1 steps in now. OG1, 1 for 3 on the day. That is way up high, 1-0. Foul. It's the way it goes, right, Jungle? Especially in the KBO, you got to be ready for those heartbreaks. As the 1-0 misses out. No, got a stitch on the old outside corner. 1-1. I'm sure there's been plenty of games that were absolute blowouts or whatever, or come from behind victories that got you the wins. The 1-1 misses inside, a 2-1. So the last game will be between this game and the Hanwha Lotte game, because the Samsung game is Samsung is winning, and they're the home team, so they won't be the last team done. Here's a 2-1 pitch, swing, and tips it into the glove, but that's a 2-2. No, it's 5-2. The Lotte and Hanwha game is 6-2. This one is 5-2. All right, the 2-2 pitch sets up right down the middle. That is a ripped foul. Stays at 2-2. What's up, Black Santa? All right, the 2-2 pitch. That's going to be a ground ball. The shortstop diving and then makes the play.
Thank you for the recommendation, Ronald 9.
Thank you, Ronald. Welcome. Just in time for the very end of this game. 6-3 ground out. That's his 0 for 1. They've left 9 on base. And we will go to the bottom of the ninth. 5-2. Coming up for Kia is going to be the 9-1-2 hitters.
Thank you for the recommendation, Black Santa.
Thank you, Black Santa. Those of you guys in a SOOP, there's 41 of you right now. Please make sure you hit that thumbs up button. That is a like on SOOP. It's called an upper recommendation. Also, I stream 6 days a week. You guys get to pick which games. It's not just one team. I stream all of the KBO. So make sure next to my channel name is a little star. Make sure you click that. That is how you follow me on SOOP so that you can easily find my streams. And you can join me in every single day. All right, so we should be back here. 9-1-2 coming up. Closer already out on the mound. It's always possible, Edgar. Both of them are in the 9th inning, Carlos. So Hanwha and Lotte, they're in the Hanwha and Lotte is now 8-2. So that game is pretty much over. So Kim Gyu-sung leading off here. 0-1. He's 6-4 ground out into an RBI. Tomorrow, I haven't quite decided yet if that's going to be a ground ball. Shin-Min Jae throws him out on the 4-3 putouts. 1 away as it flips the lineup back up to the top. Yeah, I'm waiting for the pitching matchups because with the rainouts, I knew that there was going to be a lot of rainouts yesterday. So I wanted to wait, and then I'm waiting for the pitching matchups to see who's pitching for each of the teams. All right, Park Jong-woo. Nope. We've got Han Sung-yun pinch hitting here. Han Sung-yun pinch hitting here for Park Jong-woo. And that runs inside at 2-0. I'll get that changed, although I don't know how much it will matter. I don't know if I can get it changed before he gets out. As that is in there for a strike, and it's a 2-1. Yeah. I make up my own songs for him since I don't have theirs now. All games should be fine tomorrow. As the 2-1 misses outside at 3-1. Yeah, I knew that. I knew if Hanwha beats Lotte, that Lotte would fall into 10th, but now NC is into 10th. As the 3-1 way up high, and he walks him. Runner now on first base. They should just put runners on base. They should just put them at second since they can't get any hits. Yeah, so tomorrow I can tell you what I'm looking at. So what I do is I usually look at the previous week. So last week Friday's starters is Pak Song Jun is first pitch is a grounder foul and it's 0-1. Pak Song Jun solo shots back in the 6th inning. So it could be the Hanwha Doosan game. Oops, button. Could be, yeah, I doubt it's a KTNC. It could be Lotte Samsung also. Here we go with a 1-1 pitch. And that's rolled over, and that's going to get through on the right side. Runner's going to go from first to third, and now, no, he holds up at second and has to hurry back. Another hit puts runners on first and second. And Kim Do-young steps up once again with a chance to tie the game. Kim Taek-young versus Go Young Pyo. No thanks. No thanks. All right, here we go. Kim Do-young, a lefty-righty matchup. Oh, yeah, he would have easily made that. And that is the first pitch is fouled away, 0-1. With runners on base hitting .345 with 8 home runs on the season. But 15 strikeouts. He's got plenty of speed. Can we get the home run right here, ladies and gentlemen? The 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss as he drops down to one knee. And it's 0-2. Yeah. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The 0-2 pitch to Kim Do-young. As the 0-2 runs inside, ball one. The Kia mascot's praying over there. So you're in the YouTube one. The bats, you can see the bat behind the player. That is who is up to bats. You can see the bases that are next to the name. That is who is on each base. All right, so here comes the 1-2 pitch. Fouls it away. As LG Kia's manager or Kia's manager. All right, once again, the 1-2 pitch sets up way outside, and he misses way outside at 2-2. Hopefully, the guy out on second base was giving him up that idea, letting him know that pitch location where the catcher set up. 21 pitches now for Sonju Young. It came in the last inning. He is forced into the closer role here. As here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. A second time he is struck out in a row with the tying run in his hands. 2 away now. Brings up a Na-Sung Bomb. Twice now he has come up in the 7th inning with the tying run. And then again here in the 9th inning, being the tying run, brings up Na-Sung Bomb. That is slapped to left field. That is going to get into the corner. 1 run is going to come on in. The 2nd run is going to hold up at 3rd. And Na-Sung Bomb comes up with the RBI single. Well, maybe the RBI double. Sorry, I didn't even see where he was at. And Kia, with 3,100 total bases now. That'll be it for him. He should probably come out. Oh, and now the tying run on second base brings up the number 5 hitter, Kim Sun Bin. It's still just 8, and you've got 23 pitches. You've got Kim Sun Bin out into the batter's box. That's, ladies and gentlemen, is the first hit of the day for Kia with runners in scoring position. The first hit of the day with runners in scoring position for Kia. All right, Kim Sun Bin steps in. 0 for 3. Looks at strike 1 down at the bottom of the zone. Again, we had the walk-off last night. We had the come from behind a victory on Tuesday. We are just keeping with it here in the Dreads Rock TV streams, as that is Into the Dirt 1-1. Lotte won. That means this is the last game of the day, ladies and gentlemen. 25 pitches for Sonju Young, forced into the closer role here. Kim Sun Bin 0 for 3 on the day. 5-3 ground out, 4-6-3 ground outs with runners on first and second. A strikeout with a runner on first. And the 1-1 misses low. Oh, wow. 100% thought that missed low. All right, here we go. The 1-2 pitch down to their final outs. Tying run on second base. 26 pitches from Sonju Young. And that is going to be a ground ball, but foul. Stays 1-2. Kung Fu Carl's only here for the rallies. That's all he's here for. We go the 1-2 pitch. Ground ball right back to the pitcher. An underhand toss will end the game. And that's will be 3 away as Kia had plenty of chances to get the victory, but poor, poor, poor hitting with runners in scoring position, with runners on base on the day. They actually had 10 hits. That was a sweaty one, Jungle. That was a sweaty one. Okay, is again, let me do some quick math here. Give me guys just a sec here. All right, there we go. Had to do some final calculations again. No, I'll look at the map real quick. Double check the weather here in Korea. So, Gwangju, nothing in the forecast. There is rain in the forecast next week on Tuesday, so it's possible some more rain on some rainouts on next week. But as far as most places, check Daejeon. That's where Hanwha plays. Yeah, so it's just rain on Tuesday. No rain until Tuesday. There's some chances, obviously, some rain chances. The thing with this time of the year is there's always a chance for rain because of it's the edge of monsoon season. So, but so that's it, guys. Torino's probably the best start that I have seen him pitch this year. As far as James Nail was absolutely cruising through 4 innings, 11 pitches in the first inning, 8 in the second, to 12 in the third, 19 or 17 in the fourth. Got into the fifth, gave up the leadoff double to OG Wan. A 6-3 ground outs moved him over to third. Then Pak Dong Wan comes up with a little bloop single, scores that run. Walks Song Chan Hee, then gives up a RBI single to Lee Young Bin, which was another little bloop single. An error on Kim Do Young over at third base allowed another run to score. Then a ground out that should have been turned into a double play. Didn't get the double play, so then more pitches there. Then in the that was in the fifth inning. Then he came back out in the sixth inning. Another leadoff double, a sacrifice bunt, hit by pitch, a walk, and then another hit by pitch that scored a run. And that was it for him. A 4-3 ground out ended up scoring another run because he should have been coming home, but he bobbled the ball on that play. So honestly, this game could have been a 3-2 victory. This game could have been a 3-2 victory for Kia, but a bad defense from Kia ended up allowing LG to extend games or to they weren't errors per se. They were errors, but they weren't logged as errors just because what ended up happening was they would get an out, but it wouldn't be the lead runner, or they'd get an out and they wouldn't turn two because of a bad throw, or they'd come off the bag. It just really, I mean, just poor defense from Kia, not to mention their hitting. Uh, they ended up going so altogether when runners were on base, these teams did not hit. They did not hit at all. Uh, LG went in the fifth inning. They went 2 for 6 with runners on base, 2 for 6 with runners in scoring position. Those are the only 2 hits they had the entire game with runners on base. Outside of that inning, outside of that 2 for 6, they went 2 for 11 or 0 for 11 with runners on base, and they went 0 for 5 with runners in scoring position. Kia was the exact same way. Up until the 7th inning, they were hitless with runners on base. Then in the 5th inning, the 7th inning, they went 2 for 5, and that's how they didn't even score a run on that. They were hitless with runners in scoring position up until the 9th inning, when Nasang Bomb came up with that RBI double. So Kia had plenty of chances. They left 10 runners on base. They allowed LG to score runs based on poor defense and errors and misplays. That not only that, but they also ended up they hit into a bunch of double plays. So again, all together, just a pretty ugly looking day for Kia. I'll say that it was a pretty ugly looking day for Kia. Kim Do Young had an awful, awful, awful day. He ended up going 1 for 5, but he had the big error over at third base. He had runners on first and seconds, and ended up striking out in the 7th inning. He had runners on first and second, and he ended up striking out in the 9th inning. So overall, an absolute awful, awful day. Uh, the Wonger versus Guak. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Hanwha. I'm doing Hanwha and Doosan on Sunday. So I try not, but maybe I'll do Hanwha and Doosan on Sunday, and then Hanwha and Doosan on Friday, because Saturday will be LG and Kium, because that's the 2 o'clock game. So, but yeah, LG ends up getting the win. I thought LG was going to win coming into today's game, which is why I'm wearing my away uniform. I believed LG was going to be able to come up with the win anyway. But Kia definitely could have been able to come back and win that, but they just weren't able to. They weren't able to get one that they needed. So around the league, as Samsung wins 8-5, they move up into first place in the league. LG obviously here gets the win 5-3. Lotte wins 8-2 against Hanwha. Doosan gets the 1-0 win against NC. Absolutely crazy to see a 1-0 game in the KBO. Kium gets the sweep against SSG. Not only that, ladies and gentlemen, Kium, I believe, is no longer in last place. I believe NC is now going to drop down into last place on the season. So NC, yeah, Lotte 1, Kium 1, NC should drop into 10th place. I believe they're actually going to be tied with Kium. So technically you could say they're in 9th, but yeah, they are going to be both they're both going to be 8 games back of Samsung. Yeah, Samsung game could be also a possibility. I'll look and see what the starters are going to be. Again, I really don't want to do who does Samsung play? Samsung plays Kia, right? Nope, Samsung plays Lotte. Yeah, so that could be another one. So Samsung will have O'Loughlin, and then Lotte, who would they have? So yeah, Samsung game, I might do that one. Also might do Doosan and Hanwha. We'll see. I'll make a decision tomorrow. So, but that's it for me, guys. I'll be back tomorrow. I don't know which game I'm going to do, but I'll be back tomorrow at 6:30 for one of the games. So, thank you guys for tuning in. Before you leave, make sure you hit the thumbs up button, whether you're on Soup or whether you're on YouTube. If you're on Soup, please make sure you hit the little star button next to my channel name. That's how you follow me over there. Obviously, if you're still hanging out on YouTube, I think there's 4 of you left, but I probably know all of you guys already. Make sure you hit the little follow or the subscribe button over on YouTube. That'll be it for me, guys. I will be back tomorrow for the 6:30 game. I don't know which game it is. I guess just see what I put up as the stream. So thank you guys for tuning in. I'll be back tomorrow, and as always, until next time.